Morning, everyone. Afternoon, wherever you may be. I'm Chamundai, the laughter lawyer. For those of you who don't know me, if you'd seen me 25 years ago, I was a very busy, very stressed out lawyer. And many of you, maybe in professions, know exactly what that's like. I was also divorced. I had two children and I was looking after them, and life was very, very busy and very stressful. And I wasn't laughing at all. I was serious as anything. I was an arbitrator at the Workers' Compensation Commission. And then I was coming home from a court case and I was at my wit's end, and I said to the universe, please, God, what do you want me to do now? I'm sick of being a lawyer. And into my head dropped some words, an idea: start a laughter club. Start a laughter club. I couldn't forget this: start a laughter club, start a laughter club. And then if you'd seen me 15 years ago, I had discovered what laughter clubs were. I had started a laughter club, which is exactly what we're doing today. I had discovered laughter yoga. I had traveled around with Dr. Kataria, the founder of laughter yoga. I was lucky enough to study with him and learn all of his mastery on helping people to find more laughter and less stress and more happiness in their lives. And I'd started a business where I offer laughter sessions in businesses and organizations and schools and hospitals and law firms and all sorts of places. And then 10 years ago, here I was, being able to work online, help people to stress less, no longer a lawyer, although I still do some contract work in the world of family law as mediation. And I realized in this time that there is quite a problem in the world, and that is that we do need to make time for our happiness. We do need to find the time for laughter and joy, and to be able to bring that into life and into work, because we can't separate our happiness from our work, from our relationships. It's one blended, beautiful kind of life that we're in. And so being able to blend all those things and to learn exercises that will bring happiness into everyday life has been my mission and my passion. And I'm very happy those who've written that they wanted to find less stress and more happiness. That's exactly what we're doing today. So in this time that we have together, we will be realizing that stressing less, it can be quite a quick and easy process. Of course, it's like you don't just do it once, right? We don't just clean our teeth once or wash our hair once or have a shower once. Or if we're wanting to run a marathon, we don't go running once. It's a constant practice that you build into your day-to-day life. And so the simple, easy exercises that we do today, you'll build them into your life. You'll find yourself over a little bit of time laughing a lot more and feeling a lot less stressed, and having the button that you can switch on that switches on your happiness and switches off your stress. And I promise you, it is really quick and really easy. And that is what happened to me, that I found myself after a little bit of time of running laughter groups and laughter clubs. I didn't have headaches anymore. I didn't have the muscle tension. I didn't have the stress. I didn't have that worry in my head all the time where you're thinking about everything. It's like, oh, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. And what about that? And what if this happens? And what if that doesn't happen? One exercise I show you today will switch that off magically. It's really fun. So you've definitely come to the right place to learn about bringing more happiness and joy. And we build community in laughter clubs as well. So we're all here because we all want the same thing. We all want to be happier. We want to stress less. And so we're with like-minded people, and you can form those friendships and connections. And there's definitely ways to study more and deeper with me if anyone wants to do that at any point in time. So right now, enough talking and more laughing is prescribed. The laughter yoga was founded by Dr. Madan Kataria, who was a medical doctor. So we often say the laughter prescription. So the laughter doctor, is prescribing that we start laughing, that we have done enough talking. Let me see if there's anything I need to. Ah, I did introduce myself, Ali. You might not have been here. Oh, yes. I just explained all that, Ali. Sorry. You might have popped in a little bit late. So I used to be a stressed out lawyer, and then I was coming home from a court case and I was praying, what should I do now? Because I've always been a spiritual person. And I said I was sick of being a lawyer. What should I do now with my life and my time? And I got an idea in my head, start a laughter club. So it took me down a journey. There is a bit of a story on my website as well, which is laughterlawyer.com.au. And I've also written a chapter in a book which has a lot more about my story. I can easily, it's called Innovation Secrets, the book. It's got lots of good stories about business in it. Anyway, right now we are here to laugh. And I'm very happy to talk at the end of the class. I'm happy to talk more. Any questions, any more information, anything anyone wants me to share. What I have learned about laughing is laughing uses the right side of our brain. Conversation uses the left side. Questions use the left side, which is our logical side. I'm talking hemispheres of the brain. So it's really good during the class. I probably will not be talking too much, answering questions, or even probably reading the chat. I will definitely do that at the end of the class because we want to get into an environment where you're going to stress less and laugh more. And that will happen as you step into your creative side, into your right brain. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to start with one breathing exercise that will always reset your nervous system. And for anyone who wants to stress less quickly, this can be done at your desk, at your office, in the car, anytime. So before we do that, though, I want you to tune into where you are now and how you're feeling. So if you're somewhere, as long as you're not driving a car or anything, and you can safely close your eyes and you're comfortable to do that, then take a moment to close down your eyes. And be aware of your breathing and your body. And this is a quick check-in with yourself. Ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? And ask yourself to give you a number that represents how you're feeling on a scale from 0 to 10. If 0 is you're feeling pretty crappy, like not great, and 10 is you're feeling amazing, ask yourself, your intuition, that inner gut feel, what's my number right now? And just take a note of it. And we're going to see whether that number changes during the class and by the end of the class to see whether it's gone up, whether it's gone down, or it stays the same. Now we're going to do the one breathing exercise that will always let you reset your nervous system. So you're going to breathe in. It's called a square breath. You may be familiar with it. And you can do any count, but I find the count of 4 just works really well for most people. So you're going to breathe in for the count of 4. You're going to hold your breath for the count of 4. Breathe out to the count of 4. And then hold your breath out to the count of 4. And that square breath is a great one to do anytime that you feel a bit anxious, upset, or just a bit too busy, those moments where we get too busy. Anything like that, then that one square breath. So let's do it again. Just breathe into your count of 4. Hold the breath for your count of 4. Out for 4. And hold the breath out for 4. So that moment where we're holding the breath out, we're kind of holding our breath, sends our system into what's going on? What's going on? So it brings the focus in and lets your nervous system reset itself. So it's a very useful exercise. All right. So everyone's got their number as to how they're feeling. You've done your square breath, which is your very quick way to de-stress and lower the stress levels in your system. Now we're going to start with some fun stuff, which is some laughing. And as I said, just in case anyone's just joined, I'm happy to answer all questions at the end and more explanation at the end of the class as to exactly scientifically what's going on with the exercises, because they are all designed to work on our system. So we're going to start off with breathing. Breathing is good. Breathing is essential to life, right? And so everything that I guide you through, you are in charge of your body, you're in charge of your system, like yourself. So you make sure that you are doing exactly what is comfortable for your body. So if I ask you to put your arms or to do something in particular, but you know that that's not going to work for you and your body, just do a modified version or just imagine yourself doing the actions. You can be just sitting and watching and taking it in, and you'll still get all the laughing energy. So we are going to start, though, with some breathing in raising our arms up. If that's comfortable, taking a big breath in, and as we breathe out, we're going to blend forward, ha, and make a big ha sound. That's how primed I am for laughter. You see, as soon as I said ha, my body started laughing. No joke, no comedy, no humor. But already my endorphins are going and my serotonin's releasing and my dopamine's coming and oxytocin. Already, just with that, I just put my arms up, down, and went, ha. So this is how it builds up as this amazing muscle. It's like it's easier than a muscle. It's a habit. It's the neural pathways firing and telling your body to laugh. Let's do it again. And as you breathe out, ha, 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 ha. Feel free to fake some laughing, because that will still give your body the signal that that you are laughing, and it will still de-stress you. So, ha, ha, do a bit of fake laughing. Ha, 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 ho, 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 ha, 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 ha. Ho, 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 ho. Ha, 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 ha. Hee, 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 hee. Ha, 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 ha. Now we're going to add something that'll make it even easier for you. So close your eyes for a moment and remember a time that you were really laughing at something. It could have been in a movie with friends, any situation, comedy. There is a time in your memory bank, and bring it out now, where you were laughing and you just felt great. So bring that to mind. And then just start saying to yourself, how many ways can I continue to enjoy this laughter? And then try it again. Some laughing sounds, just fake them. Ha 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 ha. Let's do another big breath in. And as you breathe out, you're bending forward and just ha. Give yourself a bit of a hug. Ha 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 ha. What we're doing is we're squishing the diaphragm, big muscle under the ribs. Ha. Breathe in and breathe out. Ha. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ha 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 ha. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ha 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 ha. Keep breathing in and keep breathing out and laughing. If you've just arrived, just follow along with what we're doing, and there'll be more explanation at the end. And if anyone else has arrived and they're new, just put new in the chat and what has most brought you to be in our class today? What kind of tempted you to come? Now, a little bit more laughing. Big breath in, and as you breathe out, bending forward. Ha ha. You can do this standing up as well. It's very good standing up. So you're breathing in, and as you're breathing out, bending over like that. Ha 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 ha. Big breath in. Breathing forward. Ha 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 ha. That brings us to the next exercise, which is shaking laugh. So we're going to shake the whole body. Shaking is a very well-known mechanism that releases tension, trauma, all sorts of stress from the physical body. So it lets the physical body release. It creates a lot of energy inside the body. And there's different techniques and there's whole modalities around getting your body to shake. But we're going to just do your own version of shaking with laughing. So again, make the laughing sounds, even if they feel a little bit fake, just put that part of you to the side that might be worried about that and just keep going. Ha 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 ha. Oh, shaking whole body, even the legs. Ha ha. Oh, you can see I've got my slippers on. It's because it's Zoom and you can't see my feet. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. This is the headless laugh. Oh, there it is. Oh, headless laugh. Need a second camera, right? So keep on laughing and shaking, moving the body. It's generating the energy. Again, as I said before, just do what's comfortable, what's possible in your body, taking care of yourself, and make sure you've got a bit of space around you. Ha 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 ha. Well done, everyone. Now we're going to, oh, quite tiring laughing. It raises all the energy. Now we're going to sweep away any stress. So in our world beyond the physical, there's a whole another thing going on there. You know, there's a whole spiritual world, which I'm very much in tune with and love. And in that world, we can work on our energy. Right now, we're working on our physical body, but we can work on our energy. So let's sweep out of our energy field anything that is stressful, congesting in our energy. And we're going to do this with our imagination, however you imagine. So we're going to imagine that we're bringing in the beautiful golden energy of the sun, and we're just going to sweep it through our energy, sweep it through our energy, and we're going to pick up anything that we don't want in our aura, in our energy field. You might have seen aura photographs with all the colors. And then we're going to flick it into the earth. So make sure your intention is you're going to send it into the earth. And it just feels lovely when you do it. So just bring it in and do it with laughter. Ha 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 ha. Sweeping away anything that we don't need. Ha 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 ha. Sweep my hair. A lot does accumulate in our hair, actually. That's a whole nother story. It's part of the reason people shave their heads. Ha ha ha. In the spiritual traditions, that's a whole nother subject. One of the reasons. And then, of course, there's the traditions where you never cut your hair. So that's the other way. There's always beautiful differences and different ways of looking at things in the different traditions. All right. Gives us a beautiful tapestry of spirituality and religion and life, where we've just such a rich cultures. Now, I want you to have a little check-in and see how that number is going. And remember, you checked in on your number from see how that number is going. Just closing your eyes again for a minute. And just checking in on how you feel. Asking yourself your intuition, what's the number that tells me how I'm feeling? If 0 is I'm not feeling great, 10 is I'm feeling amazing, where's my number sitting? If you find that your number's gone down, up, or stayed the same, if you feel like dropping it in the chat, whether it's gone up or hasn't gone up, let me know. Mine's gone up. And so we shall continue on. All right. Now, there's another really good exercise I said I would show you that helps to stop those thought loops when you're worrying about something all the time, going round and round and round. And so this is called gibberish, and it's nonsense. And it comes from, where does it come from? I know it comes from laughter yoga because that's where I learned it, but there is a whole science. It came from a tradition, a spiritual or religious tradition, I think, long, long ago and far, far away. But in any case, it's used in laughter yoga, and it's used by other people who teach modalities of gibberish talking in order to bring down stress levels and stop that mind being so active. So it goes like this. So it's literally nonsense talking. So it's really important when you practice this that you're not saying foreign languages or anything that your mind can understand. The secret is that your speech and your words can't be understood by your mind, and therefore that creates a shift in your brainwave patterns, and you will find afterwards that your mind goes very quiet and still. It's a great one if you're trying to sleep and you're worrying about something. You start chatting in gibberish and it'll make you giggle, and it'll also make your mind go quiet. And so give it a go now. Just make whatever sounds you can in whatever way you can, as if you are just in a play or someone's given you $1 million and they've said to you, I'll give you this money if you can talk in nonsense. See how good you are at it. Oh, thanks very much. Kalishilibibidigu. Papa kashiliku. Baba blue 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 shili lili daga. Baka shilikidika papa patujujuju papa papa. Bisiliti kupapili silika. Papa shulka. Bli blue shulka blishka bla. Blasha bla. Bla bishilku blue shilikalika blue blue shiko. Bla shilikala papa blishiluku bishikulu shallow bishikulu blibili. Kushulu blue. Kaleshi la babi kilishi le babi kaleshi gu. Baba pollution cool blue. Big breath in. And as you're breathing out, good. With the numbers that we were checking in on before, sometimes the number does go down a little bit. Generally, for most people, it will go up the more you keep on going. But definitely depending on your own emotions, how you're feeling, what your experiences are, how your body is starting to move things through your system. And often on the way to feeling happy, it can be removing some frustrations or some sadness, and you might temporarily feel a bit worse. Usually 90% of the time, you'll then feel way better, but it does sometimes take a little process. So yes, don't worry at all if you're doing that number exercise and it goes down, that's all right. Just keep going and see what happens. And the fact that we are kind of faking it, there's a whole social brain that we have, right? Which will start to want to tell us, this is silly. Why are we doing that? There's no comedy. There's nothing funny. Why should we be laughing? Anyone got a mind like that? Well, I'm pleased to report that I no longer have that. It definitely goes away. And it's normal. Like, we live in a society that thinks that there has to be a reason to laugh. Whoever came up with that idea, there has to be a reason to laugh. Go look at a baby. Who's seen those YouTube videos of babies laughing? Has anyone told them a joke? Are they watching comedy? No. Are they playing? Yes. Are they having a bit of fun? Yes. Is their body laughing spontaneously? Yes. Nothing changes just because we're in a bigger body. Our body still laughs for no reason. We just need to allow it to. And that's a personal choice. I can't make you laugh. It's not my job to make you laugh. I'm going to keep laughing. That's my choice. And if you like it and you want to do more, then let's keep going. So, and if you don't, that's totally fine. Like, there's many ways to create laughter. This is one. And I'm so happy that you've decided to explore this with me today. So give it 3 classes and you will be blown away by how different all that, why are we doing this? It's fake. All that will be gone and you'll be laughing really, really easily. And it will be a great resource for you. Okay. I said we wouldn't talk anymore. We just laugh. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of clapping. And the reason we clap is we've got acupressure points on our hands. So give yourselves a clap because you've been in this class now for a little while. Pat on the back, ha, ha, ha. Pat on the back, ha, ha, ha. We're going to clap in a bit of a rhythm. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. So we're just putting some laughing sounds in now. Ho, ho, ha, 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 while we're moving the body. It's good to do this standing up. Ho, ho, ha, and walk around. Again, it is fake. We are playing. We are just bringing about the laughter. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Ho, ho, ha, ha. That's good. And the playful exercises is the next part of what we do, again, in order just to bring about that laughing. So let's do a little bit more breathing. Breathing in, holding the breath. Bending forward, getting that diaphragm. Breathing in. Ha 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 ha. Breathing in and remembering to breathe out. Ha 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 ha. A little bit more playful, fun, almost like drama improvisation now. And we are deliberately laughing. This is a deliberate choice to laugh. So we're putting the laughter in where it may not normally fit, but you'll find after a few classes it fits everywhere. So grab 2 glasses. Imagine you're making yourself a nice drink, a shake, a juice, and you're pouring one into the other. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. You're pouring it up. Then you're going to shake it like you're in a shaker, like those protein shakes. Ha, 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 ha. Drink it up. Ha, 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 ha. What we're doing here is childlike playfulness. When you see children running around and babies, they are laughing for no reason at all. And we lose that capacity to laugh that easily as we grow up and we get told, be serious, grow up. What are you laughing at? There's nothing funny. All these statements that get put into our subconscious that get in the way of us just laughing so that we can let our body do what it's meant to do. Laughing is an ancient stress relief mechanism. It is given to humans and our bodies in order to bring down stress levels. That's actually how humans first started laughing back in the days where they were hunting and gathering. And after a traumatic thing had happened, the body started laughing as a way to bring down the stress levels. Now, I was part of a study a while back, and we studied the cortisol levels. Now, my cortisol levels were already fairly low because I do a lot of laughing. But still, after a laughter class, the cortisol levels went down by 27%. One lady in the group whose levels were very high, hers went down by, I think it was like 48% from one session of laughing. So if you really have a desire to reduce your stress levels quickly, laughter is still one of the fastest and most effective ways. But how to do it is the issue, which is why we're here. So we're going to do some silly stuff now. I'm just going to go through it and you just follow along. It's a little bit like a drama improvisation. We're going to go on a little bit of a story, and laughter is going to be embedded into it. So we're going to start with breathing in and laughing. Ha 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 ha. Shaking and laughing. Stamp your feet and laugh. Pretend you're having a tantrum. And just keep the laughter happening. Walk around a bit like you're feeling a bit sad. Think sad thoughts. Then change it to be happy. Change the body. Walk around like a happy person. I'm happy. Ha ha ha. Laughing at the same time. Stretch your arms up. Ha ha ha. There's a reason why this is the victory pose. Give yourself the victory pose for a minute. Arms up. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Stretch out. Ha ha. Tell yourself you're going to receive all the laughing and happiness that the universe has for you. Big breath in and breathing out. Now imagine we are going to go on a little holiday and we're going to get on a plane. So what do we want to do? We want to pack our suitcase. Imagine you're packing your suitcase, just playing. This is playing like theater, improvised theater. Throwing everything in the suitcase, squishing it down, putting it all down, grabbing the suitcase. I happen to have one here, but you don't have to have a real one. Put it all in the suitcase. And then we're going to run to the airport while laughing with our suitcase on wheels. I'm going to have a real one to show you, but you will be doing an imaginary one. Ha 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 ha. I'll get my imaginary one now. Make sure you're running around. Movement is really important for laughing. Breath, movement, and laughter. Another big breath in. And breathing out. Ha, 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 ha. So we have got our suitcase. We ran to the airport. We're going to get on the plane. We're going overseas. We've got our passports. And we go up to the passport office, like the immigration. We have our passport. Then suddenly we look at our passport. It's not our passport. We've grabbed our partner, friend, somebody, child's passport. We've got the wrong one. And they say, no, sorry, sir, madam, sorry, you can't go through. You haven't got the right passport. Then we need to do the crying laugh because we can't get on the plane. Pretending to cry and laugh. Then we feel in our other pocket of our suitcase, and there's our actual passport. We have our passport. We can get on. So we'll do the victory laugh. And then we offer our actual passport and we get through. Then we're running a bit late because of this passport drama. So we have to grab our suitcase and run again to the airport. So make sure you grab your suitcase, do a little bit more running. Very good. Very well done, everybody. All right. So now we've got on the plane. And as you know, when you get on the plane, you bring down the seatbelt, and this time we're going to put it on with laughing. They'll tell you where your exit rows are. We're going to be laughing. Look for the lights on the floor. And remember, if you need your oxygen mask, it could be laughing gas this time. What do they say? Put your own mask on first. Let's have a big breath in and breathing all the way out. Good. Well done, everybody. Now, just close your eyes for a moment. If you have been following along and doing the laughter with me, check in again on how your number is. Checking that number 0 to 10. And pop in the chat if it's gone up or whatever it's done. If it's gone up, down, or stayed the same, just let me know. And we will do a little bit more. Yep. And there's a question there about if the mind is very busy and active, and of course your mind will be telling you this is silly, this is fake, it's not doing anything. I just have to say that I'm living proof that it does do something. Because I was a lawyer. I was the world's biggest thinker and overthinker and over criticizer of myself and others and over worrier. And I can't even tell you how different my mental processes are now compared to how they were when I first found laughter yoga in 2005. And it didn't take the whole of that 20 years for that change to happen. It took only a few months before I was vastly different. I was laughing more. I was happier. I was not yelling at my kids. I was having more fun because the laughing makes a lot of creative connections in the left and right hemispheres of the brain. All that logical thinking comes from our logical mind. We want to get the creative side working. And that's where all this silly pretending to go to the airport. Once you can engage in something creative, you're switching and you're increasing the connections between the right and left hemispheres of the brain. There's so much going on with the laughing. However, to get all the benefits, you do need to have a sustained period of laughter. It needs to be about 15 minutes, which is why if without engaging in a class or a group, it's much more difficult to get that sustained laughter. So that's why we do it. And just to show yourself that you can do it, let's do a minute of fake laughter. I'm going to take off my watch. My watch says it's time to laugh. Don't know if you can see that. It says it's time to laugh. And so it is time to laugh. And we are going to laugh for a minute for no reason at all. Yeah, that's right. I know I've been talking way too much. I was thinking that too. I said I wasn't going to talk. Let's laugh about that. Ready, set, go. Keep going. Make it till you make it. Oh, it's half a minute already. Keep going. Keep going a little bit more. Keep on going. That was a minute. You did it. At least I think you did. I can't hear you, but I'm guessing you did. So, on the spirit of play, just imagine you got up in the morning. This can be your day. You get up in the morning, breathing and laughing. Ha 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 ha. Bending over, ha 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 ha. Shaking, ha 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 ha. This is your new morning routine. Stamping the feet, ha 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 ha. If you do stretches or anything, you can do those with laughing, ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. He he he. You might put the kettle on or the jug to make tea, ha ha ha. And you might get your teacup and your tea bag, ha ha ha. Make laughing sounds while you're making tea. Don't laugh while you're drinking it. You might make coffee. Ha 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 ha. Frothing the milk. You can even do it with sweeping the floor. Ha 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 ha. Cleaning the bench. Ha 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 ha. And all of that will build up the laughter in your body. Now, big breath in and breathing out. If you are going into the shower, you can turn on the shower and then as soon as you hop in, start laughing. Laugh while you're drying yourself. Laugh while you're getting dressed. By the time you've done all that, you've already done half an hour of laughing. And then to make it really effective, have a laughter buddy. Get one of your friends to come to class with you or link up with someone through Meetup who might want to be a laughter buddy. And then what you do is you have a time during the week, maybe twice a week, say Mondays and Wednesdays. You ring each other randomly during the day. And then if the other person answers, you just laugh together. No talking. Ha ha. Laughter call. If they don't answer and they have voicemail, you can leave laughing. Otherwise, you can send a message to say, this was your laughing call. Call me back. And that will create a bit of fun because if you do answer the phone and someone starts laughing, it will trigger your laughter. Now, we have got quite close to the end of class, and I normally do some meditation at the end. And before we do that, we'll do a check-in again just to see how everyone's number is going. So again, checking into how you're feeling. Ask yourself, what's the number now in my intuition to represent how I'm feeling? And let me know if it's gone up. And as I said, know that this is, if this is your first time here, this is step one of best of 3 as a minimum. If you do 3 classes, then you'll find that the body's ability to laugh will be really much quicker. Imagine if we were about to start this class now with what you already have known and experienced, and I started doing the breathing and the laughing. Imagine we're starting again. Breathing in and breathing out. Ha 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 ha. Ah, ha ha ha. The laughing will start to happen quite easily and quickly. We will finish off with a little bit of meditation, and I will stay on for more questions. And if you want to get more support or have a deeper conversation, we can do that separately, but I'm also happy to stay on a bit. So let's just finish with letting the body absorb all of what we have created with the laughter. So gently closing down the eyes, get somewhere comfortable if you're able to sit or lie down, whatever is the most comfortable for your body. Again, not obviously if you were happen to be driving or anything like that, but just getting your body comfortable. If you're sitting down, have your back supported. And closing the eyes is good. Otherwise, having them like looking down is good. But generally speaking, closing them. And then just taking a moment to focus on your breathing. And just letting yourself start to breathe in and out, noticing the breath going across the nose. And then just breathing all the way out. And let the breath and your imagination go all the way deep, deep, deep into Mother Earth. And imagine you can go deep into the earth and you can breathe up the beautiful golden energy of the earth. And you're going to imagine that you're bringing that all the way up. You can sense it, see it, feel it, or just tell yourself that that's what's happening. Bringing it all the way up, all the way up through the body, all the way out through the top of the head. And imagine you can send yourself up into the highest place in the universe. Hop inside a beautiful bubble of light. And imagine you can float way, way up to the highest place of creation energy. Way, way up in the universe. And from that place of creation energy, source prime creation energy, you're going to bring in that beautiful energy, pure energy. You're going to breathe it all the way down into your body. Your intention and your imagination will do it for you. And then just breathing all the way down deep into the earth again. Letting your mind go to any time. It could be today, but it could be on another time when laughing, you found yourself laughing a lot for whatever reason, even whether it was jokes, whether it was comedy. And let yourself smile at the memory. And remember the power of smiling. If you find you can't laugh some days, deliberately smile. And there's so much research that smiling alone has cured depression. Even if you're making yourself smile. Letting yourself smile right now. See yourself happy, laughing, joyful. When you're ready, start to move your fingers and toes, and open your eyes. Thank you for being with me. I am Chamundai, the Laughter Lawyer, and more info is always available on my website, which is laughterlawyer.com.au.